Today, two teams hailing from the AFC. Between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. The holidays have arrived. Thank you for spending a part of them with us. We're away in Week 16 on EA Sports. Good work so far. He's got room. And he'll go out of bounds after getting it all the way down inside the kicking team's 45.
There's one less thing now this offense got to worry about, silencing the home crowd early. That return, well, it already did that. The fever pitch we began with, Kate's quieted to a dull murmur following a tremendous return by the special teams unit.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. First give of the game here to the rookie out of UCF. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Gets him on the in route. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
Just short on third down, no gain on the run, and now what will they do on fourth?
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
No throw for it. That is caught. He's got Lamb. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on fourth down, it may mean sometimes throwing into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch. This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Finds the in route complete. And he stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
And the Texans, first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll try and punch it in. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Needing 10 yards now as they line up. It's 2nd and goal. They're going play action. Looking, but will not find it. So incomplete on 2nd and goal, Brock. Chances starting to run thin to score here.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. On the move, headed right. And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Texans take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Once it became goal-to-goal, Brock, that field goal team just didn't feel like they were ever going to see the field. This team was committed to making a statement on the opening series, even if it meant leaving the offense out there on 4th and goal.
Yeah, I think that's really well said, Kate, for a couple reasons. Number one, you do get a chance to finish, right? So you do all this work to get there, you want to finish it. You also know if you don't get it, you set your opponent up with some really bad field position. I love that decision.
groupie on now to handle the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. First give of the game here to Chase Brown. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll be 1st down Colts.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
One play in, and they are already close to midfield. Williams to throw on first. Short pass brought in. On the move, past the 40. Free, up the middle. It's a breakaway. It's an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts finish up their opening drive. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Jackson now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Texans to the line. 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Ashton Davis there on the stop.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Has him on the quick hitter. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be 1st down Houston.
A gain of 14.
They'll go play action.
1st down, Texans.
And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of the defense.
Gets it to him on the screen. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. It will be a 1st down Texans.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Houston.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. New set of downs for him from the 31. They go play action on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Throwing now off the play action. Catch made left side by McConkey. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
And the Texans, 1st down. 1st and goal, Houston.
Carter has the Houston touchdown. The Texans break the tie here in the 1st. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. It's a 14-7 game. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Colts have the football. They'll begin a new drive, 1st and 10. First down, Williams to throw. Hits his running back. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. First down, Williams. Nakua here, he's got it! And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He gets down inside the 35-yard line. It's a 29-yard gain. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down.
You know, Kate, years ago, my old high school receiver and I got together for a football camp. I could still close my eyes and throw him that slam. We've done it millions of times. You get a QB receiver connection like that, it's dynamite.
First down throw by Williams. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Here's Williams again. Catch made right side by Nakua. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Williams
with a quick pass out wide. And this is going to be short. Quick stop by the defense to bring up 4th down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Inside of field goal range, but the kicker ain't moving. They're going for this. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Sometimes a quarterback gets so focused on coverage down the field, you lose sight of those linemen right in front of you. On that occasion, he throws it right to the D lineman. Easy to get the paw up and swat away a potential first down.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. This is cut by Isaiah Likely. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And it'll be first down Houston. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's going to have about 2. It's 2nd down now.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Likely's got it right side. And they hit big there on that 2nd down. Let's see if this play holds up or not, though. We've got a penalty flag down. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Let's go. Back to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy. This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. I'll throw it. Down the field, he's got Lamb. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it'll be second down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Now put one of the tight ends in motion. Looking to throw again on second down. All the left side. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
You give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
They'll throw, third and long. Completed over the middle. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal. They'll give it to him inside. How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here.
Pretty easy for me to play armchair quarterback up here and say I just don't like that call on 1st and 5, especially when you get nothing from it. Man, that one stinks.
Another chance at it on second and goal, still from the 5. They send a man in motion. Here's another for it. And the defense stands him up again right at the line. Back-to-back runs, stop short, and now it leaves him with a big third and goal.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
This needs to find the end zone, Brock. It's third and goal. Throwing from the gun. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans grow their lead just before halftime. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
That one splits the uprights. And the Texans double their lead to 14. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. Now bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Williams. Cut out left. And he's going to get a few here, brought down at the 33-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
Vegas, Vegas! Yes, yes! Yes, yes!
Working from the gun, Williams. That is caught. It's Travis Hunter. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
The Colts, first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 46.
What is it on?
Williams off the play fake. Finds him on the crossing route. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. Timeout, Indianapolis. That's its second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Offense is set. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Again, it's Williams. Buys time, rolling right. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. All right, timeout taken by the offense. 5 seconds left, and they can take some points into the locker room on this final play of the half.
At the 14-yard line.
Second and 6 coming up here.
Watch fire! Watch fire! What is it?
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. They just can't finish the play.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on.
Yes, yes, yes! Combo, combo!
Throwing here just before halftime. And oh, he got it! Interception! Kirby Joseph picks it. And the Texans will start with it in the 4th after an interception to end the quarter. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
They'll get it to Naku on the RPO. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down.
That's good.
They got 21 yards on the play. And it'll be first down Colts.
10 at the 36-yard line.
Ready, set!
Williams from the gun. Short pass brought in. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. To the air yet again, Williams. Finds a man right side. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
To the line, here's 3rd and 3.
Ready, set!
We'll go with a design keeper. Williams hit, and that ball's out. But I believe somebody on the Colts got to it first. They're luckily hanging on to the football.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Williams to throw. He's got a man left. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Now Williams. Finds him over the middle. And that's going to be an 8-yard gain, it looks like, as it puts them in goal to go.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
To throw is Williams. Takes the slant. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Seibert now to add the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Colts chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchback. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. He's throwing deep to the left side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it. That's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
To the right and pulled in. Oh, he lost the football. Oh, the Colts got to it first.
You know, we could go down on that field and ask any player about the first lessons they learned in the game of football, and almost every one of them, kids, going to say the same thing. Ball security. I bet he could even hear his old high school coach's voice in his ears right now, telling him next time, you got to hang on to it better.
Williams on 1st down. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Williams set to pass. Catch made by Chase Brown. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They gain 11 on that play, and that is good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now here's Williams. Here he goes again. He has the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts can tie it up after hitting pay dirt in the 3rd. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Seibert tacks on the point after. And the Colts tie this game at 21. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Jackson now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Texans to the line. 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Buying some time right. Throws this one deep down the right side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21. He's going to throw it. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
A gain of 12. And a Texans, first down.
Throwing now off the play action. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
He's going to throw it again. Completed over the middle. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. A gain of 15 there. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
First down. First and 10.
Tight end going in motion here. Still sticking with the passing game. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Offense getting set. Here's first and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they send it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Trying to throw this from the gun. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. Fourth down coming up. Blake Grupe on to attempt the field goal. This a 54-yarder. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And instead of 3 points, quarter 3 remains tied.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. It just did not work out this time around.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, first and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. That finds Hunter downfield. All the way, touchdown, Indy! The Colts take a lead just before the end of the third. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, first and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Colts take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
The Colts take over first and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Straight ahead, it's Brown. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Bails out of the pocket quick. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Knocked away and hits the ground, incomplete. That brings up 4th down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two, it could have gone the other way.
Brian Anger getting the call on the 4th down punt. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. And that return's going to come to a close as we reach the end of our quarter. We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. It's the Texans who have it to start here, and they come in trailing on the scoreboard. First call here coming from the shotgun. Back to work after throwing the pick. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Again to throw on second. Dump off, caught by his back. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Oh, no, Rattle, and it's loose. And they get on top of it. Wow, nearly 2 turnovers on the same play, but it'll stay with them after the interception. Oh, man, what a big play. That is exactly how they were hoping it would go right up until the end.
Yeah, one of those rare plays where we could give a little hand to both sides. Executed perfectly offensively, beautiful yards after catch. But what about the effort to chase him down the field and surprise him and ultimately knock that ball free?
2nd and 3 now.
What is it hurt?
From the gun, again to Brown. And he gets in, touchdown! The Colts go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone, so we got a touchback. This drive will start after 35. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Go.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Escapes the pocket. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down. They look to throw. Forced out to his right. Looking left, throwing deep. He's got it deep downfield. And he gets this down near the 30.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Working on 1st down. Hauled in by Lamb, right side. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
He just keeps finding McConkey. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. We'll keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Travis Hunter. And the Colts take over as he records his 10th career INT.
First down pass. Intercepted. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Here's Brown to start the drive. By a man, he's in the clear. And he will get to that 30-yard line before they stop him. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
1st down, Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. Has room down the left sideline. And he takes this one in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts have likely locked up the win right there. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. His return starts at the 5. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. He's going to push one deep down the right. And they pick him off again. Travis Hunter reels in the pick. Colts are tackled on the return right along their own 40-yard line.
Intercepted. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their
So it's good field position
line.
for the Colts as they get set. 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Brown. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
45-yard line.
Give on 2nd. It's Brown. Get some space around midfield. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Indy. Colts very close to an 11th win this season. 1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Sending him on the dive. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
It's 3rd and 7.
Brown on the inside give. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Back to work they go after the interception. Hits him on the out route. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out. So we have a pause here. Inside 2 minutes, all reviews come from the booth. And they want to take one more look. So they sent it to a second set of eyes in New York, and the call on the field is confirmed. 2nd and manageable. He's throwing. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays, discussing them, and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
Off now on 3rd down. That is caught. He's got Lamb. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Again, Goff. Hits his running back. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. They've got a man in motion. Off the play fake, here's Goff. On it, and he nearly picked it. So couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's 2nd down.
Davis there on the cover.
Throwing again. Here's Goff. Finds the in route complete. And he takes this to the 38, so it's going to be 3rd and very short. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. 7th play in the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Downfield, and he has McConkey. He's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. Final timeout called by the Texans. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. They're going to throw again. Goff. Catch made. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans get it back to within 2 possessions. Groupie to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Texans get it back to a 14-point game.
Texans 28.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Design quarterback run here. So the Colts pick up the win in this one. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indy.